on Madden NFL 22.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes in a...
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th. So a long field ahead for the Ravens to start things out. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down now. Start. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Off-play action. Bass. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Ravens send their punter out now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 53 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Stewart. And caught right side, Green. And he is going to have the Browns first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it. seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Stewart to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Off the play fake, here's Cordell Stewart. There's the stiff arm. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. That'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Pushing through the contact. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Stewart. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And his kick here is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So we saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet, probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. From the gun on 3rd down. Bass. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Oh, good move. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Throwing out of the shotgun, it's Stewart. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And to give this time to the tailback. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. From the gun on third down, Bass. He's got his man. It's Butler. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Bass. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bass. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up 3rd down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Browns to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Going to go play action. Here's Stewart. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing now, Stewart. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Hands it off out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them. Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts. Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way? And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too. It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield. And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Bass. Escaping the pressure right. And they can't bring him down. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield,
Those guys are staying with him, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now a give, right side. Start. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Bass. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
Back to throw. Bass got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Stewart sets to throw. Flushed out right, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Stewart. Fighting a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Well, these two teams in now way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him both down, says the sign judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 2nd down, here's Stewart. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Stewart going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, and still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. First down now, but that clock rolling. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, start. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Stewart. In trouble, and he's taken down. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting San Francisco 49ers. The Jets get back to 500 at 2-2 with the victory. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Ravens. And even though they trail, they've had success running the football. over 100 yards rushing as a team in those first 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they didn't have quite the same kind of success running the football, but still, not bad for one half of play.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now Stewart, second down, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. To throw is Stewart on third down. Finding Green complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Stark. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a fifth, barring a conversion here on third down. Looking to throw. Bass. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. They'll try the left side. Start. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Here's second and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Bass. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 30-yard line. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Second and 7.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Bass letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. A 10-play drive that time, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Haskins. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Right back to him on 1st down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Stewart. And the reception made by Green. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 2nd down at 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Stewart. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 37.
1st and 10 at the 37.
On 1st down, Haskins. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Stewart. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, Stewart. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're trying to get back on track. They had the loss last week to the Dallas Cowboys. The good news, they've got the lead right now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
3rd quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Back to throw. Bass. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now. As he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. Cleveland offense making their way out. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff looking right. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Oh, yeah, baby, all day, all day.
Stewart from the gun on 3rd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's Stewart looking to throw on second down.
On the slant, complete to Green.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Here on a Sunday night, you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Stewart now to throw on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up second and 1 at the 6-yard line.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have retaken the lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here. The closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 5. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
They'll run on first down. Start. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Bass. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the gun on third down, Bass. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Operating from the gun. Bass. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. On second down now. Start. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Bass. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumps. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now a give, right side. Start. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Bass. And his throw is incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Looking to throw. Bass. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. He tried to get away, but to no avail, and an absolute killer there. A 12-yard loss on 1st and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and abundant. And he'll give it here to his running back. A nice little juke. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Bass. That'll be caught right side. It's Butler. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case, because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. On second down, Haskins. Oh, some strong running. And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. First down, Haskins, and across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now Stewart on 1st and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Stewart. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Now Stewart to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They'll run on first down. Start. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll keep it on the ground. Start. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. From the gun on third down. Bass. He's got it. This is Ware. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Start. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. From the gun, Bass. He finds his man. That's Butler. And he will have a Ravens first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Baltimore, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.